Good morning, world. It is September 28th, 2016. This is Wendy's log. It's been a few days since I've logged. Many things have happened. I know I mentioned earlier that my father-in-law fell at the house and had to have hip surgery because he broke his hip. And so he was in the hospital for 5 days for that. And then he was transferred to a rehabilitation center that my husband and I, that Dan and I found. And he's at the rehabilitation center. Get a call last Wednesday that he's having trouble breathing. They're having trouble getting him up and rousting him. So they're transferring him to the hospital, but not the hospital that he had his hip surgery on. Hey, he had a Patriot sticker on his car. I need to get one of those. Anyway, so they transferred him to the hospital. The hospital said he's severely dehydrated. There's something wrong with his kidney, blah, blah, blah. They kept him for 5 days. Diagnosed him with stage 4 chronic kidney disease. Pumped him filled with fluids, all for the 5 days he was there. I took 2 days off of work. Well, I worked from the hospital room so that I could be with him. One day was okay. One day he was talking to people that weren't there, but they say that happens when they're dehydrated. I don't know. This is a new venture. And then on Monday, both Dan and I go to work, and he calls me, and the hospital texted him or left him a message that they're transferring him back to the rehab center. Like, who signed him out? Who said this was a good idea? Because Monday morning, they had called Dan and told him that his dad's hemoglobin was low, 6.9, and they were giving him blood. So they gave him blood on Monday morning, and then by Monday afternoon, they're transferring him back to the rehab center. This is really a new adventure. I don't really know how this works. So he goes back to the rehab center. He seems pretty good there, a little bit more excited to be there. He said they care about you more there. Okay, well, I would think so, because a rehab center is trying to get you up and moving. Met the lady that was going to be his nurse. I think her name was Joanna. So then yesterday, Dan goes and he's in a wheelchair. Yahoo! That's an improvement. He's done physical therapy, but now he's talking about that they're about to take him because he's being transferred to Wilmington, which is in North Carolina. What? Yeah, but the nurse assures Dan that this is pretty normal. Why does my camera look so off? This is very strange looking. I'm going to have to look at this video. I hope it's just not dirty camera. It could be, though. Or it could be my screen is dirty and I'm looking at it that way. Anyway, so now he's at the rehab center. Heard some disturbing statistics yesterday that 78% of the people, elderly people who break their hip, don't survive a year. I can understand why, because they're not up and moving, they're not in their same life that they were in. Even though, he was slowing down and stuff at the house, he was still at the house, so he had interaction with his family. So, I don't know, he's so skinny too. So skinny. Yeah, I'm going a different way to work now because the other road is under construction and it's completely torn up, and you never know if you're going to get stuck there for an hour or not. So, and it's fall. We went from 90 degrees one day to a high of 77 degrees the next day. So that's fall. Like right now, it's 57 degrees. That makes me laugh. 57 degrees. Texas extremes. They don't even work into it. It's just extreme. Here we go. Oh, that's pretty cute. They have flowers at the end of their driveway. So now I'm going a different way. I'm hoping today I upload all of these. I still haven't given myself time. That's what, that's what's so funny. All the people at the house, right? And I used to be able to dedicate time, like I was still taking classes and everything. So I had to dedicate time to do work. Now it's like, no. But Dan is so exhausted that for 2 nights in a row, he's gone to bed around 8:30. And that cracks me up. But life goes on. Learned that we're called the sandwich generation since we have people that are older living in our house, my father-in-law, people that are younger, my son, my daughter, her family, and we're the sandwich generation in the middle. Which, oh my gosh, really? It's alright. It's just another day in crazy town. Alright, on my way to work. So, have a good day. Maybe I'll try to add more later. Love ya. Mwah. Bye.